Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winged Sim Racing. Now for today's video, we are going to test drive the Audi RS e-tron GT. So spec wise, this is a A-Class 770 Pi with all-wheel drive, 475 kilowatts, 830 Newton meters of torque. Now the electric motors in this car give you a range of between 238 and 380 kilometers, which is less than the Porsche Taycan Turbo S that we drove last week. It is quite strange. This car being basically based on the Taycan S, and still yeah, being slower, having not slower in a sense of top speed, but not having the same kind of power outputs, not having the same kind of range than the Taycan, and that is quite interesting for me. Maybe the developers at VW headquarters thought it would be better to promote the e-tron or sell the e-tron as not really as a competitor towards the Porsche. It is quite interesting. It's interesting for me. So let's get in and see how the car looks on the inside. So let's close the doors and everything. So it looks more for me like more conventional, like a conventional car than the Porsche. The Porsche does have a lot of iPads and tablets and screens and stuff going on, which the Audi doesn't. So, but still, it is an electric car, and it luckily doesn't sound like a vacuum cleaner. But let's go and take it out for a drive and see how it feels to drive this car. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, I am doing things a little bit differently. Not having the wheel cam, not having any sort of heads-up display or interface, just giving it more of a realistic feel. This is basically one of the few games on Xbox on console which give you a sort of a real life experience. I don't know exactly how to call it, what to call it. As you can see, it clocks out at exactly the same speed as the Taycan S, which is 277 kilometers an hour, and that again makes it strange why it is so different. The same but still different than the Porsche. But I do like the inside of the Audi. As you know by now, those of you who have been following me over the last year and before that when we started, knows that I love an Audi. I should have braked a lot more. Luckily we have a rear wheel mirror so we can see, and some four wheel burnout. And that's interesting. The Porsche in first gear clocks out at 138, 139. This car does, what was that? The 140, 146. I cannot remember now. Let's see. No, 146. This is my turn off. I'm missing corners today. That is quite interesting. That is quite interesting. So what are your plans for 2023? This is now, January is almost over by the time that this video hits the internet. So yeah, are you sticking to your New Year's resolutions or not? It's always interesting how people start off the first week of January with a bang, diets and exercise and all new plans, but by the end of January those things will just fade away. I wonder why it is. But anyways, let's see what the RS e-tron does. So I'm gonna shift around there. And like I said, there is a delay between my avatar's hands and wheel and my wheel that I'm using. I am using Logitech G920. I had this for quite a while. It's almost 2.5 years now with the Logitech shifter as well. Oh, I should have shifted to second. Darn it. And I'm playing on an Xbox Series S. The baby one. And I like the handling of the Audi more than the Porsche. The Porsche feels a lot more understeer in a way and unstable than the Porsche. Than the Audi. Ooh, taking out telephone pole. Someone's not gonna have any internet. That's a little bit too deep. Oh, way too deep. Just want to get the checkpoint. But you can feel, I can feel on in the way the car accelerates. It is slower. It is slower. I would love to have this and the Taycan on a track together. Maybe I should ask Nitro Boost or Mike at some stage if we can maybe do a comparison between these two, and maybe I cannot remember what the PI is of the P7, but maybe we should get the P7 along as well and see what those three cars can do, because the P7 is also an all-wheel drive car. I cannot remember now. Again, understeer, a lot of it. I think it might be an weight issue with the electric cars. Because these cars are heavy, and you do feel the heaviness of the vehicle, even through my basic steering wheel that I have. I can feel the cars are heavy, and I do run a heavy force feedback setting as well. I do not like the light stuff. That sounds weird, but anyways. There is some lift off oversteer, but I like the way this car looks. It is for me a way more better looking vehicle than the Porsche. Both outside and inside. This car does look better. Although I think that screen on the right hand side is gonna be a bugger when you're driving along, because even in game the sun reflects on that screen. You can basically see nothing, and imagine yourself going somewhere that you don't know where it is, and you need to focus on a GPS and that thing, and you cannot even see where you're going. And I don't know about you, but when I'm looking for a place, I need to turn down the sound of the music, because I normally cannot hear where I'm going. Anyways, that is a very close time. 1:14 441, and I cannot remember the time now of the Taycan, but it was a 14.5, a 14.7. So it is quite close. I would like to see these two cars, or those two cars, around the track, maybe with the zipping thrown into the mix as well. It might be interesting. And it has four-wheel steering as well. I forgot to check. I think the Porsche also has four-wheel steering on it. So anyways, okay, so that's it from me. I'm Wynies. I'm one of the drivers for Winged Sim Racing. Please like, please subscribe. Oh yeah, and you can find Winged on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, then we will see you in the next one. Keep safe, keep well, and bye-bye.